Hi student, how are you? Welcome to our once again online classes. We have discussed all about our first chapter, that is globes and maps. Yes or no? So it's time to revise it, rethink it. Whatever the question is given in our books, we have to think it, we have to solve out. Okay? So student, come with me. Once again we will go through our books. I hope everyone saw my video, and you have to watch my all videos, then you will get the all knowledge from this first chapter. Okay? So first chapter name is the globes and maps, and show you what is globes and how it's looking and what is maps. So globe is a small model of the earth. It is also spherical in structure, just like the earth. Okay, once again I show you. This is the globe and it will move. This is the axis part, this is the north part, and this is the south pole. Okay, just once again we will go through the book one by one, then come to what is exercise schedule. An imaginary line that passes through the center of the earth and connect the two flat ends. Okay, that is called globe, that is called axis. Okay, and next we will come to our map. So globe is not suitable to carry everywhere, so we introduce, or cartographers introduce the map. Cartographer means who will drawing or who will produce the map. They introduce, once again they introduce map. Okay, through this we can go through our earth, our planet. Okay, so a map is a drawing of the whole part of the earth surface on a flat surface. Okay, on the earth surface, on a flat surface. Think properly. There are special tools that geographers use to impart information about earth. I repeat, a map is a drawing of the whole or part of the earth surface on a flat surface. Means these are the special tools that geographers use to impart information about the earth. See in down there is a map. Yes or no? So it is a map on a flat surface, but you see it is globe. 3 children are holding. It's a big globe. Okay, but practically we cannot hold our earth, but it is a small model of our earth, so children can very easily they can hold. But when we will come to, when we will want to get more information about the earth, we cannot read the globe at a time, so we have to use the maps. So that maps, you see it is a flat surface. The maps are on a flat surface. I already have shown to the map, show to you how the maps. Okay, and what is maps? So there are 3 types of maps. That is, first one is physical map, that comes under sea, river and mountains. Second one is political map, that is comes on, in that political maps comes under capital, cities, major towns, and then last one is thematical map. In thematical map, it's rainfall distribution, natural vegetation, types of crop grown, climate, minerals deposited are country. Okay, so these 3 types of maps give information about our different parts, countries, boundaries, minerals, rainfall, everything. You see there is a 3 types of map. One is political map, means it gives the forest, river and mountains information. So second one is, sorry, it gives boundary, capital, city and other major towns and cities. Okay, that is political map. Okay, you see it is Odisha and it is given Bhubaneswar. In Karnataka it is given Bangalore. Okay, Karnataka state, Bangalore capital. So next, second one is physical map. Physical means it will give river, forest information where it is located. Last one is climatic region of India, means it will give rainfall and crops, climate, minerals deposited in our country. That is called thematic map. Understood? Everything I explained in through video. Now we will come to what is atlas. I told you last class, a book that shows all the maps together, that is called atlas. Okay, I have been already shown to you. That is, what is atlas means a book that shows all the maps together, means in a book every maps is there. It may be physical, political, thematical, all the types of map including in a book. So this is called atlas. Okay, so next we will come how to read a book. So we will use different languages, that is directions, scale, various colors and symbols of a map. So we know that symbols, I told you about symbols, that is a pointing a arrow pointing upward, that is called north. Look at here very carefully, and our direction is east, west, north, south, means right side is east, left side is west, right side is east, left side is west, and upward is north and downward is south. Look at very carefully, this is the direction, and it is a compass. There is some directions also there. There are 4 sub directions, that is north, east, north, east. In between north and east, you see first, you see this picture very carefully, it is east and left is west, that is north, that is south. Always in a map, always given a arrow pointing north. Okay, that we can easily find out the other direction. If it is north, exactly north opposite south is there. Okay, and right of the south east is there, and left of the south west is there. If we will know the 4 direction, we can calculate the sub direction. That is, first we will check northeast, in between north and east, that is northeast. Then northwest, in between north and west, that is middle, northwest is there. Then southeast, that is south, in between south and east, southeast there. Okay, short from SE. Then SW means southwest, in between south and west, SW, in between south and west. These are the 4 sub direction. First 4 direction is east, west, east, west, east, west, north, south, and sub direction are northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. I think everyone clear about this, yes or no? Then we will come to then scale. Scale, it is a so the distance between the place of a map, and cartographers use a map. Okay, so you see this is a map, here is a scale. How we are using scale? There is a centimeter is given, and in map if you will find out the map, then here is a centimeter is given. If in a map 1 centimeter is given 75 kilometer, in real world once, that means it is 75 kilometer. Okay, if a map is given from this place to this place, means 1 centimeter equal to 75, means if you in a map if it is given from 1 centimeter equal to 75 kilometer, that means in our real world, if you will go in our real place, then it is exactly 75 kilometer. Why we are using centimeter to a big distance, kilometer? Because we are using our map along, we are using our whole earth or our India in a small place, that is called map. Okay, so we will use centimeter to kilometer. Okay, now we will come to colors and symbols. See, cartographers are used standard colors and symbols to show specific landform, water bodies and cities and road, railway, bridges, etc. Yes or no? I have been already showed to you. That is the maps have used different types of colors and symbols. See here, that is the very deep blue, dark blue, that is deep water bodies. It is mentioned, that is where this type of figure will given, we have to think deep water bodies is there. And this is the very light blue, that is shallow water, and it is brown color, it is hills. Yellow is represent hot desert, and green is represent plains and lowlands. This type of very light brown is given plains, and this is the mountains, symbol. So all the map follow this scheme of color. So all the map follow this scheme of color. Yes or no? And through this color we can identify easily hot desert, hills, mountains, snow covered peaks, means white color. So this is called colors and symbols. Once again come here. So we discuss about legend and or key. What is legend or key? It is a list which explains the signs and symbols that have been used in a particular map. Mean a legend is always placed in a box in one corner of the map. And last video I showed you one corner how the maps introduce or represent different types of symbols through which we can read the or we can identify the different places, forest, lakes, road. So here you see inside box different symbol is given, that is called legend or key. Okay, see carefully student. So airport symbol is given, that is bridge symbol, that is church, and forest. Hospital symbol you know before, railway track symbol, this is tree, this is temple figure, and this is tank symbol, and this is road symbol, this is lake, this is river. So when you will see this type of symbol or figure or symbols are presented in a map, that means these places or river or houses, airport are there. Understood? So student, we know the what is grid. I already explained. Grid means latitude and longitude. Create the grids. Here this is the lines which across the our globes, means see this is the globes, this is the across the line. Okay, this is called latitude. And see, if you will hold our planet earth or globe like this, okay, if a line coming from top to bottom, that is called longitude. Okay, this line is called longitude and this line is called latitude, and this middle you see, that middle is called equator. Okay, this middle line is called, you see where the joint line, this line is middle line is called equator. So this is about whole about maps and globes, and we have know what is grid. Latitude means the across the line which are running from side to side is called latitude. This parallel line is called latitude. See this line is called latitude, and middle line is called equator, and this line is called latitude, and which lines comes from top to bottom is called longitude. Okay, both the latitude and longitude they create grid. See, our India is here, means a certain places are belongs to some certain latitude and longitude or grid. Okay, so now it's time to think, and what we have studied now we will discuss, that is, once again I will repeat. See carefully, earth is a big place. Even from space we cannot see the whole of it one time. Yes or no? Because earth is that much big, it's so big we cannot see the whole earth of it one time. Okay, a globe is a small model of the earth. Yes or no? A globe is a small model of the earth. Whatever things are there in our earth, it is same exactly, looks like exactly, and everything given mentioned in a globe, because we can easily study about our earth. A map is a drawing of the whole part of the earth's surface on a flat surface. Maps are different kinds. There are physical map, political map, and thematical map. An atlas is a book that shows different kinds of map together. Okay, maps follow a common language. They mention its direction, its scale, and use some standard colors and symbols. A legend or key mention what the symbols stand for. Yes or no? These are the legend I said you. What the symbol stands for, means blue, this is the green symbol stand for forest, plus symbols stand for hospital, like this. Okay, maps help us to look at place. Maps help us to look at place. I told you before, if it is a map, we have to think where is very rainfall, then we can find out the where is more rainfall or where is minerals is deposited. Okay, easily. So now it's time to think whatever the question is given in our books, in your books, we have to think, we have to give answer. Okay, how much we have learnt, now we will revise it or remind it. See, first question is given, give one word answer, only one word answer we have to give. Huge landmass on earth is called dash. Huge landmass on earth, huge landmass on earth. Who will say? Very good, that is called continent. Okay, our earth is full of, you see, this is our earth or planet, and it is globe full of land and water. This blue part is called water. Okay, when you see this part is our land part. Okay, and you see it is our India, this part is called land part, or this is called continent. Our 7 types of continents are there, I told you. And in that Asia, our continent in name is Asia. In Asia, our country India is comes under our Asia continent. Okay, so land part is there, is called continent, and water part is there, is called full of oceans or seas. Understood? So second question, first question, huge landmass on earth is called continent. Second question, a small model of the earth, it is very easy for you. Who will say? Globe. Very good, a small model of the earth is called globe. Third question, our earth rotate on this axis. Okay, our earth rotate, you see this is the earth or globe, how it is rotated. Okay, it's rotated on its axis, this is called axis. Okay, this part is called axis. Which is axis? We know the imaginary line which passes inside the earth is called and meet the two flat surface. This is the top and this is the down. This is the north pole and this is the south pole, and it can rotate. See it how it's rotating. Okay, so it's rotating on its axis. Okay, so our earth rotates on its axis. Then fourth one, shape of the earth exactly not round like orange. Orange you might have seen, you might have eaten that orange fruits. So exactly like orange, because this part and this part is flattened part. Okay, a book of map is atlas, where all types of maps given. Now we will come to question number 2. Answer the following questions. What is globe? We know it is a globe is a small model of the earth. Give one disadvantage of a globe. Disadvantage means which is not help for us, means disadvantage, not advantages, means we cannot carry everywhere. Okay, the globe we cannot carry everywhere. This is only one advantages of our globe. Okay, and we cannot see also. So there are 2-3 points are there disadvantages. I said one, you have to remember, we cannot carry easily for everyone. Question number 2, what does the road in the globe represent? What does the rod in the globe represent? Just now I said, what is title? It is represent rod axis. Okay, the rod is represent axis. Why it's titled? Because it is slanted too, so it is titled. Okay, what is map? We know it is a flat surface. Okay, it is a drawing of our earth in a flat surface. What are its benefit? We can see everything. All the questions I have written through video. Go through the video and write down every question's answer. If you are not unable to write, you just inform me. Once again I will give the answer. Question number 4, name the 4 key of direction. We know the 4 direction, that is east, west, north, south. Only 4 key is asking, so that 4 direction is east, west, north, south. Okay. Question number 5, most maps provide a legend in one corner of the map. Why? Because it is like this, legend is given one corner of a map, it will given. See here, it is a legend or key. It is a map, one corner of the map it is given. Okay, different types of symbols. It is called legend or key because it is easy to identify or look at different parts or places of our map. okay, of our country. Understood? So the question number 6th, name the different kinds of map, write one sentence about each. So we know different kinds of map, that is physical, political and thematical. We have to write down one sentence for each maps, that is one sentence for physical, one sentence for political, one sentence for thematical. Understood, student? I hope is it clear to everybody. Question number 3, write what these colors signify in a map. Okay, so this question I have done before, because you have to think, you have to say. Okay, if I will write here, it will take too much time, and you have to read it the whole books, and you have to think, you have to practice, and all the questions here you have to write with the help of pencil on your book. In your notebook you have to write with the help of dot pen, okay, or pen. So write the what these colors signify in a map. We know this type of colors will be given in a map to identify different parts or places of our map or of our country, of our world. So this is mentioned that deep water, DWEPWATR, deep water, and this color is mentioned mountain, 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 and this color is mentioned shallow water, that is very light blue, so it is mentioned shallow water. This is light brown, it is mentioned hills. It is yellow, it is mentioned hot desert. It is green, it is plains and lowlands. It is white, it is given snow covered peak, means according to their places. We know snow is white, so it is given snow. We know plates looks like soil is somewhat light brown, so it is given light brown. It means it represents plates. Okay, now we will come to next question, that is question number 4, fill in the blanks. Okay, fill in the blanks. So question you read, first one is given, NE means northeast, lies between north and east. Yes or no? EAST. Question number 2 is telling SW lies between south and west. S for south, W for west. Okay, is it clear? Question number 3, NW lies between north and west. N for north, west, W for west, north, west. These are the 4 directions. Are you remembering? Yes. Question number 4, AC lies between south and west. S for south, E for east. Understood? So question number B, a dash relates distance on map to distance in the real world. Who will say? It is very easy to everybody. Very good. It is a scale relates a distance on a map to distance in the real world. Question number 6, most maps are shown with an arrow pointing. Arrow pointing, are you remembering? That is called north. Okay, arrow pointing means you see if arrow and here to see here, it is written arrow pointing north. Okay, N for north, that is north. Most of the map are shown with a arrow pointing, that is north. Okay, now come to question number 5, write what each of these symbols stand for in a map. Repeat, write what each of these symbols, these are the symbol is given, stands for in a map. So these symbols stands for which part? Okay, so if you look at this type of symbol, then you think it is the river, it is the temple symbol, it is the forest, because forest green, so it is green. So it is lake, it's like water drops, so it is lake, LA, this is not H, LAKE, lake. And this is the plus symbols, we might have these symbols before. This is hospital, and this is church. Okay, church symbol. Okay, for Christian. And this is bridge, BRIDG, bridge means, you know, bridge, in down some water is there through which we can pass one place to another place. Okay, this is bridge, and this is plane figure symbol, you can easily find out, that is airport. So this is all about our first chapter, that is globe and maps. What is globes, what is maps, what is scale, what is directions, what is language, and what is grid. And at last we have completed our first chapter successfully. So our revision parts also we have done just now. So I written every questions and every answers here, means in our book, whatever time to think, these questions I written and we have discussed with you. I have discussed with you. So now it's time to you have to read the books very carefully, again and again you have to read, and you have to write down this answer in your book with the help of pencil, and this answer in a notebook with the help of pen. Okay. So student, I hope everyone clear about it. Yes or no? Everybody, is it clear to everybody? Very good. So student, read the books again and again, go through the books. Okay, study well. Next class we will discuss our exercise part, and that is called workbook. Separate book is given already. So we will do next class exercise. Understood student? So thank you student. Before going to wind up our today's session, I will tell you one thing you have to remember. Watch the whole video, press the bell icon and subscribe and share, then you will get all notification, all videos from me. Okay student? Thank you student. Take care. Thank you.